There it is. Oh, cool. Got me a variable. Right here, baby.
You close the door on me.
Awesome.
Jay, you did close the door on me.
Close the door, baby.
I already did.
Still
Cool.
open,
Close the door, baby, please.
I already closed the
There's a
door.
variable right over here.
Jay, the door.
Look at that.
Jay, the door.
It's right above me. This thing's right above me. I'm trying to follow as it goes. Oh, what a bummer, man. What a bummer.
No la ciencia. Ahí fue donde no pudo avanzar y ahí fue donde cometieron el error de escuchar a un ser de oscuridad que les quiere quitar su amor por la vida y que quieren que llenos de frustraciones conviertan mejor. No es malo, no.
Que serán unos 30 minutos, 25, que hice un llamado para poder verlo. Ahí lo que acabo de mencionar lo acaba de hacer. No sé si ven que ya soltó algo, ¿verdad? Este vendría siendo algo y ya va a soltar otro más. Esto viene siendo algo comparativo como, por decirlo, como las naves nodrizas que de repente sueltan objetos más chicos. Ahí ven, ya soltó uno y trae otro por un lado. El otro ya también grabé uno, pero el otro era como de un color así como color de rosa, algo así, o tinto. Ahí trae las dos, ya ven lo que acabo de decir. Ahorita ya tenía la certeza porque y ya se va a meter. Un color es como color de rosa, quién sabe, como tinto morado, algo así. Pero este es color, está como el color combinado que se llama el color verde azul, así, ¿verdad? Ahí si lo ven ya soltó su desembarco, ¿verdad? Dos parecen como esferas de plasma, parece que son de plasma, ¿verdad? Ahí está una abajo y otra más arriba. Ahí va a cruzar donde está un cable. Ay, aquí me robó el enfoque este cable, pero voy a retirar. Y ahí ya se interfirió la nube. A ver si lo puedo seguir grabando porque aquí ahorita tiene que ser. Oh, ya vi dónde va. Allá va. Ya, ahí se le ven también sus esferas todavía. No way, no one said nothing about this. What is this? That's mad, babes. It's moving, changing into shapes.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Boy, zoom in a bit more.
I can't.
You can't.
Mm-mm.
I saved that for right now, and then do another video. Sometimes it does. That's mad. Zoom out.
The CIA has released their own X-Files online. They've documented sightings of unidentified flying objects, alien spaceships, and flying saucers, whatever you would like to call them. It's all in there, dating all the way back to the 40s, Natalia.
I'm a bit of a skeptic, so our next guest is going to have to do a bit to convince me, Cam. But to discuss all of this and tell us about his own UFO experiences is lecturer, author, and ufologist. I love that. I love that. James Gilliland. Welcome to the show, James.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show.
It's great to have you here. Now, why have the CIA released their documents after all this time?
Basically, they have to, because disclosure is happening not just from the skies. I mean, ships are showing up everywhere, but at the same time, all the disclosure movements and everything else are bringing out all the files, and hundreds of government eyewitnesses on the highest levels are coming out with their testimonies. So it's like, it's almost embarrassing for them to continue to try to keep the cover-up going. They did a poll in Texas. They had a huge flyover. A lot of ships flew over Texas, and they did a poll to see if people believe in UFOs. 99% of the people said yes.
But the government has always maintained this kind of secrecy because they believe that the human race can't handle the truth, that we'd all be moved to panic if we thought that there were really aliens out there.
Yeah, it goes deeper than that, because these beings have free energy. They have the cure for most diseases. They're extremely advanced beings, and so for them to come here would kind of topple the corporations, the war and disease profiteers and things like that. So,
now, James, we're going to have to cut you off there, because this is not just someone seeing a frisbee photographed in the sky or a hot air balloon that's reflecting the sun. This is a guy saying that these beings have free energy. Like, how do you know that?
Well, I've had face-to-face. Yeah, I've had face-to-face contact with them.
Well, tell us about that.
Well, actually, they look very much like you do. They're very genetically refined. They're very beautiful.
We're going to go to this.
Yeah, and they're very spiritually
alien-esque.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't know.
Well, we are. Yeah, it's like we are. They're our ancestors, and they're returning.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to go through all the start overs, like because of all the pole shifts and disasters on the Earth. They continue to evolve, so they're extremely evolved. They're very spiritually, very technologically advanced beings.
Now, your ranch near Mount Adams, which is around Washington.
Yeah.
You say that that's a bit of a hot spot because it's on a sort of an energy vortex.
Yeah, and Kenneth Arnold, who coined the word flying saucers, actually saw the ships land on the western slopes of Mount Adams, which is actually my front yard. So
this is from your ranch, this footage, is it?
Yes. There's a real long history of UFO activity there. It goes back to the Native Americans.
Yeah. And
they know all about, you go to the elders of the Native Americans and they'll tell you all about the UFOs and who's on them and their ways and everything. And they used to take their sick and wounded up to a certain place on the mountain where there's a door that opened up, and they would come back out a week later totally healed with broken bones and things like that. But that stopped because our technology got a little too advanced, and we were kind of messing with them, so they kind of closed off communications.
Now, Robbie Williams comes out to your place and stays there for weeks at a time. So, everyone knows Robbie, but can the average punter come and stay at your joint for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, we've had all kinds of famous people come there, but I always tell people, rather than believe me, come and see it yourself, because it's not something we're trying to prove happened in the past. It's still happening. And so almost every night we go out there and we've seen at least 12 to 13 ships, sometimes 250 ships come over, and we have triple PhD Boeing engineers, Skunk Works people, Lockheed engineers, Air Force base commanders, pilots, air traffic controllers, all testifying that these are unknown. They're not anything that they know of, just by the way they act.
And lastly, there was a sighting of a cluster of UFOs flying in unison over Moscow.
Yes,
now, the video has been declared authentic by experts. So, what do you think it'll take for me and the other skeptics out there to finally believe that UFOs and aliens are real?
Well, the whole key is you have to want to know. So you see with your brain. Your brain actually chooses out of billions of bits of information what is your reality. So when you really are sincere and you come at it with pure intent, an open mind, and a loving heart, then you start having contact. So it's kind of backwards to say, prove it to me. You have to be kind of open to that reality. Do your research and it'll come to you. The universe works that way. It'll bring it to you.
James, you've seen these people.
Yes.
And you say they look like Natalia. This skepticism could be just a cover.
Yeah.
She could be an embedded
She could be,
alien. You reckon?
You know, we all are, basically. Because they're our ancestors. They're returning, so their genetics are the same. We're a mix of genetics from 12 major star nations here on the planet. And so all of these, all of these giant monuments like the pyramids, we still can't build those today.
No, that's right.
Yeah, and we still can't replicate that.
So enough to get a house renovation
So who did it? Yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, thank you very much, James. I for one, would love to come out and visit your ranch
we
and
are
spend a
not
couple of
alone.
weeks out there on the ranch, you know?
Yeah, I want to meet my people. I definitely do. Now, James, you're touring Australia this month. You've got workshops, sky watches, and all the details are on our website, of course.
Great,
So people out there, get involved. This is
Quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who said he saw a UFO on a podcast. Listen to this.
It was definitively large in the night sky, moving from left to right. Again, we're at like 12:30 at night here.
Yeah.
It was me and Steve and his brother that saw it, and it goes out of sight, and we look at each other and go, "What in the was that?"
That would probably be.
There it is.
Es otro pedo, güey. Esto es otro pedo. Lunes 18 de abril 2016. ¿Son las 9 con qué? ¿9:12? ¿13? Oye, no mames, cabrón. ¿Qué es esto? Estamos en playas de Tijuana, Mariscos, Colima. Mire, ¿ya miró eso? Estos no son robos, no, es otro rollo. capacidad esta madre? ¿Qué será, güey? Son muchos.
Yayo. Hola, 100% playa eso.
Dame la hora, güey, dame la hora. ¿Qué horas son? ¿Qué horas son?
9:13, güey.
Las 9:13. No sé qué rollo ahí, será un experimento, no sé. Eso no es un barco, ¿eh? No es un barco. Sergio, trae una tecate al aire, güey. Porque esta María me puso nerviosa. El paro. La neta que esto para mí es la primera vez que yo lo veo, ¿eh?
Viva esa madre, cabrón.
Playas de Tijuana, aquí está. Estamos, yo estoy en Mariscos, Colima. Se están apagando. Ya nomás quedan 4.
¿En el área donde estaba el barquito, Charlie?
Pero el barco estaba más atrás. Ya nomás quedan 2, espérate. Pero está muy loco esa madre, güey.
Mira, güey.
I don't know what the heck that is, but Jesus. They're just like floating there. Maybe it's a group of helicopters or something. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. Well, I wish I can get...
Really bizarre. Hang on. Hey, just stay with me. I know, just stay with me though. Just stay with me. Look. See it? No, just hang on. We're not gonna be able to walk to it. The thing is like fucking 10 miles away.
Wow, look at that.
Guardate questo oggetto. Fantastico. Stupendo. Guardate. È sopra Malpensa. Fantastico. it goes.
That is so creepy. Blue land. This is so creepy. Yeah, you can't see the colours from here.
Let's go for definition.
It's definitely a regular flying saucer.
Ah, no, pero si lo va a mandar ahorita.
Oh, there it is. What the heck is that? Whoa. Huh. Putting out drones, man. Scouting the area, I guess.
Прожектора не включает. Смотри, он конусообразный. А мы тут не видим.
this new piece of video footage sent to me by Michael B., who captured this yesterday on the 21st, and as he explained to me, and as he put in the video description on the video he posted to YouTube, he said that while at work, he happened to look up and notice these two objects in the sky. They were highly reflective. He said he didn't know what they were, but that they were up there for a while. Now, he said that they could have been, obviously, balloons, but that they didn't appear to be in the shape of any of the usual round mylar balloons. And he decided to record them. And another thing that he was telling me in his email is that these objects would sit in the sky for an extended period of time, as in they would completely stop, which is something that balloons just don't do. Balloons are taken through the wind, and you rarely see them stop, change direction, and move independently of one another, which is what these objects do in this video. At one point, you'll see that the objects go out of sight, and the sources, there were multiple people, as you'll hear in the video, so he turned off the camera after they went over the building and out of his line of sight, only to realize, minutes later, when he looked back up in the sky, the objects had stopped and turned back, and reversed back into view, at which point he began recording again. And that point of the video is when you see the objects passing the light post. And as you watch this footage, there's times in it where you can see one of the objects will stop, and then another one of the objects will turn and go the opposite direction of the first object, as if they're completely moving independently of each other, which again is very strange, because if these were balloons, you would think they would continue moving on in the same direction. They're both being pushed by the wind, and instead you have them doing these maneuvers where they stop, they turn, they reverse, one goes straight, one goes backwards, and again, they completely went out of sight, and they thought that that was the end of it, until they looked back up and the objects had reversed and moved all the way across the sky to their beginning point when they had first been seen, and began slowly moving across the sky, intermittently stopping and sitting in the air. And he got some beautiful close-ups here, and this thing has a very strange shape to it. Highly reflective, and it's just very strange that these things were up there moving and then doubling back and reversing to where they had originally been seen. So again, I'll leave it up to you guys, and we'll try to figure this thing out. So again, captured over Chicago, 4th of July, more lights in the sky. It is a global phenomenon, and if you've been watching our channel, you know that. So many pieces of footage featuring these anomalous lights. Speaking of which, we have another piece of footage captured by a drone operator who emailed me some 4K drone footage. He does this professionally, and he captured another strange light orb flying over Hollywood, California. And you're seeing that footage here, and the light appears over to the left-hand side, comes up to the edge of the screen, and picks up speed before disappearing out of frame. Now, this was captured by Mr. Jay Verkamp, and he is a professional sound mixer and drone operator in Hollywood, California. Runs a website called sounddronetech.com, and he captures these beautiful aerial shots, and he just happened to catch this strange orb moving through the sky. And so he sent it over, so maybe you guys can check this out. If you saw it over Hollywood, California on August 3rd, shoot me an email, and big thanks to Jay, who shot this over to me.
Esa luz, Andresito. ¿Sí la vio? Esa lucecita en la peña de Cabela. Aquí es del gimnasio. Esa luz, Andrés. ¿Sí vio Andrés? ¿Sí vio Andrés? Mire, mire. ¿Sí vio Andrés?